One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Northwestern's offense will have the opening possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Farrell. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Stone. That's caught, it's coming. Turning it on! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drawn in the red zone, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep it in that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Zings it complete to the right.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Stone. That's reeled in, it's coming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely center cut. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Haynes. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. And that one will put him up here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Ready to try the point after. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stone. A little screen to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Covey. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Porter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 3rd down.
we've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Stone. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Fighting off the defender. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Looking for the score. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Trying to power it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point to get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the single back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Maybe time for a couple more plays with 10 seconds left.
Out of bounds at the 42. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. And the kick is good. He is once, twice, 3 times the kicker, and this one for the game.